A very good afternoon, students. Today we will continue chapter 5 more on MS Word 2010, that is Microsoft Word 2010. In our previous class, we have talked about finding and replacing text and many more things. Okay, so today we will talk about creating header and footer. Okay, so header and footer is used to place important information on top and the bottom of every page respectively. You can include title, chapter's heading, date, page number, author's name, etc. in this section, as you have seen in many books, magazines and newspapers, etc. So how you can do that, I will show you. So to enter header and footer in your document, what you have to do is you have to just go to insert tab, click that, and you will find header and footer group, and under that you will find header, footer and page number. Three options are there, and if you want to add header, you will click on header, and various options are there, and you can also do or make change according to yourself. Okay, see here only you will find one column and three columns option, and alphabet, annual. These are the built-in format of this header. Okay, and if you want to edit a header, you can edit it from here. Okay, you can write anything. You can write book name of the book. Okay, you can write chapter's name, you can write page number, you can write date. Anything you want you can add in your page header. Okay, when you click on header option and edit header, then you will directly brought to header section. Okay, and after that you will also find a header and footer tool, and in which you will get various things: header from top, footer from bottom, and insert alignment tab, and various things, various option you got in that. Okay, and you can add number to it. Okay, like that here it is written page number, so you can select any of them: page number, top of the page, bottom of the page, page margin, current position. You can select any one of them and give your page a header or footer. Okay, header is in on the top of the page and footer is at the bottom of the page. Okay, and it is basically used for to know the page number or to add few details to it. Fine. Next is working with tabs. Tab key is used to move the cursor at certain spaces in a document. By default, tab stops are set at every 0.5 inches. You can set the tab stop along the ruler according to your requirement. And to set tab, you can tab stop, you can click on page layout and click on the dialog box launcher of paragraph. Okay, and when you click at the bottom you will find tabs option. Click on that and see here tab stop position and default tab stop. So default is 0.5 inches and you can select any one of these. Okay, and you can set the tab stop. Okay, next is indenting text. So this feature is used to move the complete paragraph or the first line to specific number of places from the left or right margin. Okay, so I am showing you how you can do that. See, first I have moved my cursor to the first line. After that I will go to home tab, and in paragraph group I will find this. Are you getting? Decrease indent and increase indent. So I will first click on increase indent. See, the whole paragraph is moving towards the right. Okay, and when I click on decrease indent, then the whole paragraph will shift towards the left, and this is used to basically draw the reader's attention. That's why it is used. Fine. Next is changing line space. Line spacing is the vertical distance between continuous line of the text in a document. We can also increase or decrease the line spacing between a paragraph to look it more clear. Okay, for that what we will do, we can just click on a particular line which we want space, okay, or we can just click the whole, select the whole paragraph, okay, or all the paragraph you want, and you can click on the home tab and go to the this group, dialog box group. Okay, here you will find three options: journal, indentation and spacing, and before it was 0 and after you can click on any number. See, 6, 12, 18, you want space, you can click according to yourself. Okay, and you can click on OK. See, only this much is done. You can see the difference. Again I am just doing it with, now you can see the space is now more. And one more thing, here is one option where you can find one arrow in upward and downward direction. This is also does the same thing. Okay, you just click on that and you can select 0, 0 0.5, 0 0.15, 0 0.5. You can see the preview as there is more space between the lines. Okay, and if you don't want any spacing between the lines, you can click on remove space after paragraph. Okay, this is how you can change the line spacing. Next is setting margins. The distance between the written text and the edges of a paper is called margin, and MS Word allow you to set the margin of all the four sides. Okay, top, bottom, left and right. You can change the setting or the margin by this ruler also. Okay, you can just drag the ruler and make the margin, or you can just click on the page layout and click on the margin option. There are predefined or inbuilt margin options. Okay, or you can custom your margin also. Okay, you can just select the top left, bottom right, okay, like that, and click on OK. Or you can just go to the this, click on this and you will find the same thing, and you can preview the thing that how much you want. If you want top to be more, then I am just making everything 2 inches. Okay, top, left, bottom right, everything 2 inches. Okay, and you will see the preview that it is also changing. Okay, and you can click on the whole document or from this point forward and click on OK. Like that you can set your margin. You can see the ruler is 2 inches here. Okay, and you can set according to your need and can move the cursor also. Okay, setting paper orientation. To set the paper orientation, you can click on page layout, and here you will find under page setup group you will find orientation, and two orientation are there: portrait and landscape. Portrait is default orientation. Okay, and if you want to make the orientation landscape, you can just click on landscape mode. Okay, now next is setting paper size. Okay, so to select the paper size, you have to go to page layout and click on the size option from the page setup group, and when you click on this option you will find various letter, legal, statement, executive, A3, A4, A5, like that. You can choose any one of them, or if you don't have these pages, you can click on more pages size and you can just select okay and click on okay, and later on you can print on the same type. Okay, to preview any document before printing, that how it will look when you print that particular document. So to preview that document, what you will do, you will go to file option, okay, file tab, and here you will find various option and click on print option, and here on the right hand side you will find the preview of your pages. Okay, like that, this is how your all pages will look like. Okay, if you want to make any changes you can make, okay, and later on you can just view here. Okay, and when everything is okay, then you can print your document. Okay, and just click on print option. To print a document, first you have to go to file tab and you will find the option print here, and you can choose the printer if it is which one is nearer to the printer, or which printer you want to select, you can select it from there. And if you want to print all the pages, you can click on here and you will find various settings: print only odd pages, only print even pages, okay, print markup, or print entire document, and print one side or print both the sides. Okay, for printing both the side it will reload paper. Okay, you can change the orientation or as well, okay, and the size of the paper and various things you can change from this. And later on, if you want one copy or more copies of the same printed document, then you can click on there. Otherwise just click on print option, and first it will save the document. Okay, this dialog box will appear and you will save it, okay, and later on print it. Okay.